So guys, today's video I'm gonna talk about regaining muscle mass. So maybe there's been an instance in your life where you couldn't train for a long while, like maybe you had an injury, maybe you had a disease, maybe something happened, a tragedy in your life, and you just couldn't work out for a long while, you couldn't diet. And if you had muscle mass, eventually when you start training, after a couple months, your body is going to start to burn off that muscle mass because it doesn't need it, because you're not signaling your body that you need the muscle mass with training. So it's going to start to burn it off, you're going to lose muscle, and you're going to be in a bad position. Now, there's some good news. If you had that muscle for more than a year, then it's going to be very easy to regain that muscle. Because look, in the brain, you have the muscle memory. So meaning, I'm not going to go too complicated into the science stuff, just muscle memory is basically your body remembers that you had that muscle mass, so it has those neural pathways in the brain already, connected, already fired up. So when you start training again, you're gonna put on that muscle rapidly, back on. And I'm not saying you're gonna gain 40 pounds of muscle in a couple months, but you're gonna regain the muscle that you lost. If it was mature muscle, which basically means muscle mass you have more than a year, then you're gonna regain that muscle a lot easier. Plus, the longer you have the muscle mass, the harder it's gonna be to lose that muscle, and the easier it's gonna be to regain that muscle if you ever lose it. So that's the good thing about the body. It has that muscle memory. So even after, that's why you see when, for example, a guy who was very muscular in the past, like 10-20 years ago, and then all of a sudden he starts working out and he gains muscle at a rapid pace, that's why, because of muscle memory, because that memory of the muscle mass is so strong in his body that he regains that muscle, at a rapid pace right after he starts training optimally and he has an optimal diet. He regains that muscle rapidly. So that's what's good about the muscle memory. And if you have any type of moment in your life where you lose muscle, like disease, injury, if that muscle was mature, so you had it for a couple years, then it's probably not going to be that difficult to regain that muscle because of the muscle memory. Plus, it's also going to be harder to lose that muscle, because those neural pathways are so strong in the body. That muscle memory is really strong. And even if you do lose that muscle, when you go right back to the training, when you get right back into that routine, then it's going to be very easy to regain that muscle. If you're training correctly, if you're dieting correctly, it's going to be very easy to regain that muscle back on because of muscle memory. That was it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Definitely like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out.